thing about girls versus the boys is I think women in general, and it starts in the teenage years, we're much better at communicating. Do you think so, ladies? I think we're, right? Because men are always few words. And like the two boys that I have, check this out. Right now, everybody does texting, right? And I like, yes, exactly. I like it a little bit, but it's too much. Don't you think so? Nobody talks. Can you imagine two 20-year-olds in love for the first time and they're trying to be intimate with each other and they're making love on their honeymoon and they have to text each other in bed? That would be weird. I love you. You are so hot. OMG. Oh. Did I go too far for you, ma'am? You're wearing such a nice outfit. I like the good old days when people would talk on the phone. Don't you think so? Teenagers don't know how to do that anymore. You put two teenage boys on the phone, they don't even form sentences. They just make sounds and grunts. Have you seen your grandchildren? They're like this. They're like, hey, sup, going? Nah, all right, yeah, later, click. Right? That's how they talk. They understand each other, though. It's so weird. But teenage girls still have the phone mastered. Anybody on that? Have you seen two teenage girls? They turn into rambling contortionists. It's so crazy. Like, oh my gosh, Cindy, I haven't talked to you in so long. And so much has happened since this morning. I went to the mall and I got this really cool blue skirt. And I was like all excited, except for when I got home. I really should have never got blue because ever since Mark and I broke up, I've been feeling so depressed. Anyways, that's when I ran into Linda at the mall. And oh my gosh, my legs are so white. That's when I was thinking, should I get liposuction? Or should I get a boob job? Because if I get the liposuction, then I won't be able to get that boob job. Oh my gosh, what did you say? Oh, okay, well, when Cindy gets home, could you tell her I called?
I think laughter, obviously it makes you feel better, and I think, just smiling in general, laughing is good for your health. So to have an event like this, if you have something tough that's going on, takes your mind off of that for a little bit.
I liked it all. I liked to see people who I never see laugh. Being a new resident here for last year.
So I am excited to be here. This is fun. I usually do work on cruise ships, and this is kind of reminds me a little bit of a cruise ship that never sailed. You guys all live here. You get a little entertainment. You're like, okay, it's 1:30 in the afternoon. Go do this, and then you get food. Right? It's pretty good. Yeah. Who needs ports when you're in Omaha? You could just stay right here and do that. So when I was in lockdown, I thought I went in with positive attitude. I decided I was going to exercise and set goals. And for the exercising thing, I did really great. How about you guys? Did you exercise and stay fit? Not really. Okay, yeah, because when nobody's watching, who cares, right? And I swam 20 laps a day in the jacuzzi. I jogged like 5 miles every single month. And then everyone's real big on doing the 10,000 steps. Do you know what I'm talking about? So I even figured out how to do 10,000 steps without leaving my house. I just took my phone and I threw it in the dryer. You know what I mean? It's like, ka-cha-cha-choom, ka-cha-cha-choom, ka-cha-cha-choom. I got that done in no time.
Well, if you don't have laughter, you're not doing nothing good. I love to skit with the self-implants.
I talked about the changes in my life with having children. And of course, it did, but it's the best thing. Being a mom is the best thing in the planet, if you ask me. But it does change your life. But also, as the women know in here, it changes our bodies, right, ladies? It changes our bodies as well. And I never worried about the size of my breasts growing up. I never did, because I always thought that boobs are kind of like teeth. Anybody else, ladies? Did you think? I thought the baby ones were going to fall out. And then the permanent ones would come in, but that didn't happen. So then I started thinking like, well, what do I do? How do I get breasts? The only time I had breasts was after I had a baby. I went from an A cup to a D cup. I know, but then when it was all over, I was back down to a quarter cup. So that was done. So I started thinking like, maybe I should get breast implants like everybody else in Hollywood, right? In Las Vegas, everybody's doing that. And I thought, well, gosh, that's a big decision to make. Like, it's surgery. How do you know what size to get? And I thought women should be able to try them on like when we buy a dress. So I decided to make homemade implants. That way we could test it out before we commit to surgery. Tell me what y'all think now. How does it look, people? Come on. It's in the afternoon. Woo! See? This is what I did. This is what Warren saw. Hello. Who's sleeping out there? Who's sleeping? Come on. Woo! So I tested this out in Las Vegas. And I got to be honest, in Las Vegas, I looked very normal. This gentleman just pulled up his phone. You didn't videotape any other jokes, and now you're videotaping this. Sir, you owe me $1. Okay, so I was in Las Vegas. And I was doing this and nobody noticed. It was after the show, I stepped out on the strip and I leaned up against the wall and I just started watching people walk by. I'm just looking around, hey, checking out, hey, hey, come on. And that's it for me, you guys. I hope you had a good laugh. Thank you for coming out. Keep laughing. Let's bring up the Meyers. One more round of applause for the Meyers.
She was great. She had me laughing from start to end.
I believe in laughter, and so this is what I love about the Meyers. Just keeping laughter within our lives as we age is just tremendously important. I think everybody, including myself, we all go through ups and downs. You can't avoid that in life. And so I'm a huge believer that laughter diffuses pain, even if it's for a moment. And so I think it's very important to keep incorporating laughter into your daily thinking and living as much as possible. So that's why I'm so honored to be part of this event. And thank you very much for asking me, and I'll do this again tonight if you need it.